Sir?
Jason Forbes drove out of Hayes End Prison with Sun Hill CID on the premises.
Well, there was a riot going on.
That's no excuse. CID were involved in quelling the riot, weren't they? And he leaves.
No sighting since he dumped this vehicle.
CCTV?
Well, we might get lucky if he's heading into town. We're closing in on his known associates.
If I was Forbes, I'd be on my way out of the country. What about Zain? He always had a penchant for helping criminals, didn't he? Was he in on this?
Well, the governor said that Zain was helping to control the riot when Forbes made his escape. If it was anybody else, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Talk to him again.
I intend to.
This might be interesting. I think it's Forbes. It's some CCTV footage of the carjacking out on that new industrial estate. It was taken about 45 minutes ago. Yeah, it's about half a mile from where the van was abandoned.
Yeah, that's Forbes, all right. OK, let's get this registration circulated.
So, he's a nasty piece of work, isn't he?
Neil, can you get uniform together? Briefing in the incident room, 30 minutes. Right, Jason Forbes. He's intelligent, he's dangerous. He was 2 years into a life sentence for murder. Right, the registration's been circulated. His regular contacts are all being investigated. Ports and airports are all covered. He's going to try and get away as far as he can. Let's get going. Right, Mickey had to pull a double in order to work this thing this morning, so I want you two to take over. I want you to get around to Lonnie Forbes' house. Now, she's been married to Jason for 15 years and she's loyal to him. But from what people said about the trial, she's no fan of his methods. So I'm gonna word with Zain.
Why?
Well, he shared a cell with Forbes. He knows him. He knows his associates.
Gov, we can't trust Zain. Surely we've seen that.
We have a convicted murderer at large. We don't have time for personal feelings. Zain is a resource. We use him as such.
Well, Forbes has disappeared from our radar.
You let him escape, not me.
It's only a matter of time before he tries to leave the country.
So what, you want me to come back in and give you a hand?
You tell me what I want to know now. And if I think you're going to be useful at Sunhill, we'll talk about that.
Forbes only ever talked about two things. How much he was missing his wife, Lonnie, and finding the guy that set him up.
Well, set him up? What, he says he's innocent?
No, but he did say he was too smart to ever get caught. Forbes always thought that it was Vincent Hammond. Said that Vincent must have seen him commit the murder, then follow him down to the building site where he dumped the body. Now this con, Leary, transferred in here just before Christmas. Leary told Forbes that he'd just done time with this junkie, who'd been bragging about the fact that it was him who'd been paid to make the phone call that put Forbes in jail. As soon as Forbes heard this, he called off the dogs and reinstated Vincent Hammond as the club's manager. Look, Forbes isn't going to stop until he finds the guy that set him up. If you find him, you'll find Forbes.
You think he's going to risk his freedom just to get his own back?
Still no answer, Gov. Yeah, we're going to have a look around the outside of the premises, but for the time being, I mean, she's bailed.
Maybe Zane's wrong. They've done a runner. Canvass the neighbours and get back to me.
Just hang on.
Zane's given me a name. Jim Leary. Spent time at Blandford Prison, then got a transfer to Hayes End.
Well, the ANPR have clocked the car that Forbes hijacked on the way to City Airport. Uniform are onto it. It looks like Forbes is trying to skip the country after all.
Black Mondale, dead ahead.
Sierra Oscar 70. We're following into the airport car park now, over.
2-1 from 70, wait for backup.
70 from 2-1. We think we can take him before he makes it to the terminal, over.
2-1 from 5-5. If you think you can take him, take him. Just don't put yourselves at risk. 5-5, over.
Received.
He's barking up.
Why has he let us tail him all the way here? It's like he's making it easy for us.
Doesn't sound like Forbes. You've had your oats, haven't you, Will?
It's got to be a bit of a nutter, eh?
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's not him. 30 to 5-5. We've apprehended the driver of the vehicle. It's not Jason Forbes. Over.
I wonder how long Forbes can keep one step ahead of us.
Or how close he is to the guy that grassed him up. Right, well, this guy Leary, he's got fun for handling firearms, violent robbery, smuggling. So let's see if he's got his dirty little hands any dirtier. So when did you last see Forbes?
The church social, when do you think? He was on the tambourine and I was handing out the cream teas.
Just give us a straight answer, Jimmy.
I haven't seen him since I left Clink a month ago.
I'll go check upstairs, go.
So what else can you tell us, lady? Bearing in mind we're talking about a convicted murderer who our source says is likely to kill again.
I don't know. I don't care.
Look, if you stop me from doing my job, I'll have you straight back inside.
I can do without the threats. Search the place again. Do what you want. I'm in the kitchen, scrambling eggs and burning toast. As is my right as a free man.
Meadows.
Yeah, it's me. Have you spoken to Leary?
Don't believe it. It's a waste of time.
He knows more than he's saying.
Yeah, well, we're searching the place and there's nothing here. And he doesn't know what you're talking about. Zain? Zain?
Yeah, I'm here. Look, I'm telling you, he's lying. Forbes needs a friendly face on the outside. He knows you're going to be watching Lonnie. You've got to bring him in.
On what grounds? He's hungover. Look, it's over, Zain. You leave it to us now.
Leary's got a lot of contacts. He's going to be able to get Forbes whatever he wants. Hold on. Did you say that Leary was hungover?
Yeah, there's a bottle of scotch here on the table.
Well, he took over the AA group in here. He doesn't even drink.
Well, he started again.
Is it a bottle of single malt? It's got like a clock dial on the label. It's Watchman's malt.
Yeah.
That's Forbes' drink.
Okay, I'll get back to you.
Nothing.
Look, Leary doesn't drink, and that is Forbes' brand of scotch.
Then we've got grounds. Let's take him in.
Let's have a look outside first.
Go. Oi! Oi! Right, where is he?
I don't know who you're talking about.
So why are you burning overalls in your back garden?
That was just old rubbish.
Right, give me the keys. Neil? Well, these belong to a pistol, so where is it?
I never seen any of that before in my life.
You've got firearms on your sheet. That's what Forbes was here for, wasn't it? You sold him a firearm. Get him in the car.
We'd be a lot closer to catching Forbes now if Zain Nadir had been involved from the start. I don't want to leave things to chance any longer. I want him here.
Here? What, as in the station? So how's that going to work?
We find a room, he works the case with us. I'd sanction him out on the streets if it gets us Forbes.
Zain Nadir is a convict. We can't have him walking...
Zain shared a cell with this guy for a long time. He's vital to the case.
Well, I think we need to be aware just how sensitive this is going to be for the team.
I want Zain Nadir brought back to Sun Hill as soon as possible. Neil, if you could busy yourself with the necessary paperwork. No one has forgotten how or why Honey Harmon died. I can assure you of that.
I'll stop my neck out for you, Zain. You mess me about, you'll be sorry. Is that clear?
It's clear.
Maybe she's not on the run with hubby after all. Lonnie Forbes.
Yeah?
DS Turner, this is DC Masters of Sun Hill.
What's going on?
Jason escaped from prison this morning.
You're kidding me.
No. So check your house if you don't mind. Haven't heard from him then?
No, of course not.
Where you been, Lonnie?
Getting a prescription filled for my nerves, if you must know.
I've got to say it, Lonnie, you don't seem too surprised to hear about Jason's escape from prison. Knew he had plans, did you?
Oh, what? Yeah, of course I did. I smuggled a file into him in a Battenberg cake, didn't I? He never told me anything, and I didn't ask.
That's not what I heard. Word from the prisoners she was the perfect wife. He worshipped her. All he ever talked about.
Lucky girl.
Sarge, another word?
Yeah, excuse me. Excuse me.
Packed and ready.
Yeah. Thanks. Hey, you going somewhere, Lonnie?
Kent? My sister's in Maidstone.
Need factor 30 there, do you? Global warming must be worse than I thought.
Well, excuse me for wanting to keep young-looking skin.
No sign of anyone.
Right, here's my card. Give me a ring if Jason turns up. You don't want to get done for harbouring an escaped prisoner.
Yeah, thanks.
You alright? Will, are you alright?
Yes, Sarge.
Well, I hope so. You let yourself get distracted by personal feelings, you're no good to me. Understood?
Gov, whose idea was it to bring the deer back in here?
What, is he here already?
DCI has just walked through with him.
Well, the DCI is going to do a briefing now, all right?
I say uniform, we can keep an eye on her place while we do some digging, but it turns out that she does have this sister in Maidstone, so she wasn't lying about that.
And Maidstone's halfway to Dover, so Forbes could be meeting her there. She's definitely up to something.
Yeah, I'd bet her designer's slingbacks on that.
Well, at least we got some bait for Forbes. Just make sure uniform don't let her out of their sight. OK, I'll be as quick as I can. Right. We believe that Forbes is pursuing the man who turned him in for the murder of Todd Stringer in 2005. Now, this is somebody who contacted the police on the night of the murder. Now, while they were holed up at Hayes End together, Jimmy Leary told Forbes that the guy who made this phone call was a junkie friend of his. Now, we're holding Leary for aiding and abetting Forbes, and we're hoping that he'll give us the name of this junkie, who we need to find before Forbes, who's carrying a gun and is not looking for a friendly chat. Now, we're running out of leads on this case, so I've brought in Zain Nadir.
You giving Deer the run of the station, Gov?
He's been held under guard in CID. He's here as a prisoner on release, helping us to find Forbes. Right, any questions? OK, if we don't get anything from Leary, Sergeant Stone will be giving out assignments in 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
You won't be able to threaten him. He doesn't care. He'd rather go back inside than give up Forbes.
I don't think I need any advice on interviewing from you.
You're wasting your time.
The lab have got the clothing found in your backyard. If we can prove that it's been worn by Forbes, we're going to be adding harboring and assisting an escaped prisoner to your unlicensed firearms charge. So I think you're going to be reacquainting yourself with prison breakfast before too long.
Straight in with the threats.
I haven't seen a man since Hayes End.
Forbes is out there now, isn't he? Trying to track down the junkie who grassed him up. You know, if Forbes uses that gun on him, you could be an accessory to murder.
If you're so concerned about what Forbes is going to do to this fella, how come you're expecting me to grass?
Well, he doesn't need to find out, does he? Come on, Leary. Stop that man getting torn apart and you might not go back inside.
Might not? You people. What else do I get?
Well, we can relocate you. Somewhere safe.
Somewhere like you.
Yeah. Somewhere within reason.
Tommy Williams.
Tommy Williams.
OK. Neil, just hang on a minute. Tell him what you told me.
Leary's quite the impersonator. All the kids at Hayes End, they loved him. And their favourite was his Tommy Williams. You see, Tommy's got such a bad stutter, he can hardly speak. Not the sort of person you get to make a phone call. Just having a bit of fun with you.
How did you know it wasn't little Tommy? I mean, you're ruling out miracle cures, steroid, modern medicine's a wonderful thing.
Shut your mouth, as you've been eating some medicine.
Just tell me how you found out so fast, huh? This is your super grass. That's sneaky Nadir. God help you.
Get him in a cell.
Sneaky Nadir. Well, that's what we're all thinking, isn't it?
I just saved you some precious time.
Look, the higher Zane's profile is on this case, the more mistakes people are going to make when they're running for cover. He knows these people, Neil. But it looks like we're going to have to find Leary's mate the hard way. So we need uniform to draw up a list of possibles. So where do you think we should go from here, then?
Forbes' club. Vincent, the manager, was never interviewed at the time, right? And everyone assumed when he did a runner that he'd grasped on Forbes. I'll go with you.
Absolutely no chance, Gov. Come on.
What's the point of me being here if I'm not going to be used properly? I know the club. It's Jason's second home. And it will rattle Vince me knowing his business. Look, I'm going to need a change of clothes too, something a bit more CID.
All right, I'll sort it. You wait in the interview room.
A bit more CID, Gov. Zain will do a runner at first opportunity.
Forbes is getting further and further away and somebody's going to die. The rest of it's just hot air, Neil. You know it.
Check out.
We've got our work cut out. 3 months ago, Jimmy Leary was transferred to Hayes End Nick, where he told Forbes that his junkie mate had been paid to grass on him. Now, all we've got to do is find out who Leary hung out with in Blackford, Nick, between November 2005...
Oh, you are kidding, Sarge.
No, I'm not. Between November 2005, when Forbes went down, and October 2007, when Leary was transferred. Hayes End are expecting us. Reg, you speak to the governor. The rest of you interview the prison officers. Find out who Leary's mates were. What special duties he was on and with who. You know the score. This drug offender's probably local. Someone Forbes knew paid this junkie to make that call. And what a long list. Phone it in, we're running out of time.
Here we go.
Gov, it's me. Target's on the move. Listen, we were wondering about backup, because what if she's meeting hubby and he's tooled up? Okay, alright, we'll do. Okay, we're going to tail her, but keep a distance, because we don't see our 19 getting involved. She's getting her hair done. Okay, don't get too close, don't get too close.
Right.
Okay, come on. Just don't get too close to her, will you?
Do you know this place?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, this street here backs onto the high street. Should we get him out? Yes. Okay, I'm going to follow her. I'll give you a call.
Do that.
Buffy Gaz doing a runner. Yeah, she's gone to a black cab. Just heading down Lance Street. Listen, follow her, I'll catch you up, alright?
Vincent Hammond. I'm D.C.I. Meadows, Son Hill. This is...
Zain Nadir.
Have you seen Jason Forbes recently, Vincent?
Well, since he escaped from prison? No, but feel free to search the place. We're selling up, as you can see. His lawyer's been dealing with it for months.
He must have turned a tidy profit to agree to part with this place.
Yeah, well, like I said, you want to speak to his lawyer, Jenna Bryce. She's on speed dial.
Look, I'll cut to the chase. We think that Forbes is looking for the man who turned him in, for the murder of Todd Stringer.
Yeah, you were in the frame for that, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
That must have really wound you up. I mean, you finally got him to swallow your profit share scheme, and then he got to disappear.
He was offering me a 20-80 split when I was doing about 90% of the work.
We're going to need a list of the people who were working here at the time of the murder. So tell me about this beef between Jason and Todd.
I told him I thought he was skimming off the top. 2 days later, Todd's dead and Jason's in the cells.
We were wondering, how did you know when it was safe to come out of hiding?
Lonnie Forbes got a message to my family. He'd worked out it was someone else.
How do you know it was legit?
Well, Jason wouldn't have involved Lonnie if anything was going to happen to Vincent. He kept her out of stuff like that. That's how you knew, right?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your names.
So what do you make of him?
He's exactly as I expected. Slick, greedy. Doesn't like people knowing his business. It does make sense, though. If Lonnie contacted him and told him that it was safe for him to come out of hiding, Vince would have known it was on the level. I don't know, I still don't trust him.
I agree. We'll keep watching him.
Oh, you took your time.
Oh, did I? So where is she?
In the pawn shop.
Hold on, she must have passed 10 of those on the way to get here. Why that one?
I don't know.
Ah, there she comes. Listen, you follow her, right? I'll go inside and I'll talk to the guy.
Hey, don't you take less than a £5 for that watch.
Hello, mate.
All right.
Yeah, DS Turner, Sun Hill. That woman who just left, what did she want?
Oh, you know, the usual. Long life, happiness.
Listen, have I got waste my time written across my forehead? What did she want?
Well, pony stuff, wasn't she? I mean, what do you think?
Okay, what kind of stuff? I want to see the tickets, too.
My old granddad used to be a bobby.
Yeah?
Yeah, proper one. He used to say please. And thank you.
Yeah, well, we phased that out. Right about the time they brought in the crackheads with Uzis.
Yeah, manners don't cost.
How much do you give for this?
£5 grand all in.
What's your name?
Oz Reed.
Okay, Oz Reed. I might be back.
Yeah, ring ahead, I'll put the kettle on.
Gov. We've got a result from Blackford. We've got 6 names off the governor, the ones Leary spent most time with, and all in for drugs convictions.
6? Can only be discounted?
2 of them are still inside when Todd Stringham was killed. The rest are possibles, but none of them match the names on Vincent Hammond's list.
Right, I'll run them past then. It's a tall order because we haven't got time on our side.
I'll brief uniform.
I take it you didn't see Jason and Lonnie Forbes holding hands at Waterloo Station?
Sorry, go on. We do have some news, though.
Yeah, so Lonnie, she drove off to see this pawnbroker, Oz Reed, right? So on the way, she parked up a car, took a cab the rest of the journey.
I followed her back home, exactly the reverse.
So she suspects she's been watched. What about this pawnbroker business?
Well, she took him over £5 grand's worth of jewellery.
Cash to skip the country with, we're guessing. Anyway, uniform are watching the house, and we're going to check out Oz Reed.
Right, keep me posted.
Go.
Let me talk to Lonnie. Jason might have told her a name when he found out Vincent was in the clear.
There's no point, Zain. She's been loyal to him for 15 years and she's getting ready to go on the run with him.
If you tell her that Jason is out there with a gun looking to hurt this guy, she'll do anything she can to stop him, believe me. Look, our junkie's already blabbed once. Jason isn't going to want the police on his tail when he's getting ready to settle his final score. But Lonnie doesn't know any of that.
Now, we believe that Forbes is looking for one of these men. We need your help to find out which one.
I think you're taking a
Look,
liberty.
I can appreciate you trying to protect your client, but Mrs. Forbes is a witness. We could have taken her down the station.
Jim Dunnett, Charlie Marsh, Damien Powell, Douglas Franks. Do you know any of them? Have you heard of any of them?
No.
Listen. You know your husband better than anyone.
Well, I should certainly hope so.
She's answered your question, Detective.
And she's been very helpful. As I said before, you know your husband better than anyone.
And?
And you know what he's capable of. This junkie we're looking for was paid to call the police. That call brought Jason his life sentence. So what do you think's going to happen when he catches up with him? We also suspect he's armed.
How do you know Jason isn't halfway to Calais by
Because
now?
I know him too.
You know him?
I spend a little time with him at Hayes End.
What did you say your name was again?
DC Nadir.
Former Detective Constable Zain Nadir is helping us with our inquiries.
You shared a ruddy cell with him.
This is totally unacceptable, Lonnie.
Just wait a minute.
Stop talking.
Look, we're trying to prevent another murder here.
Lonnie, I shared a cell with Jason. I know he told you everything, didn't he? Jason told you to get the message to Vincent Hammond when he found out he wasn't involved, didn't he? But did he give you another name? Lonnie, please, that's all we're asking for is a name. You know, don't you?
Lonnie, you do not need to say anything.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 5-5. Dispatch uniform to pick up Damien Powell. He's been identified as the man who informed on Jason Forbes.
30 from 543. We're outside Damien Powell's room now, Sarge.
Damien. Damien, it's the police.
Open the door, Damien. Damien?
Sierra Oscar from 795, ambulance message.
Damien, can you hear me?
Ambulance required at number 30, Stearman Road, flat 15, man with suspected head injuries.
He's dead.
Looking for anything that connects this lad to Forbes' club.
Oh, certainly looks as though he's still using.
You alright? We ever going to get this guy, Sarge?
Well, bringing Zain Nadir back to CID certainly didn't help this bloke, did it?
You're going to get this out of your system? We've got an escape con on the run here. And this is murder number 1 of a possible 2. I need you on the ball.
Is there a CAD number on that one that you want me to go to?
Sarge?
5 minutes alone with Zain, help?
Damien, Jason Thornton's club.
With an all-star cast.
Sarge.
Nice work, Rich.
Sarge.
Damien Powell worked at Forbes Club. It sounds like Vincent Hammond's been a bit economical with the truth. Get the picture over here and I'll have Zain look at it.
Well, what do you know? Our pawnbroker, Oz Reed, also known as Oscar Reed, he's done time, got out 5 years ago. Do you want to have a guess what for?
Tell me.
Forgery. Specifically,
Passports.
bingo.
Lonnie, Vincent, Jenna, Damien Powell all together.
Do we know who these 2 are?
No, we're going to have to cross-reference their IDs, but what's interesting is that Lonnie Forbes is in a photo with the man who put Jason Forbes behind bars.
That's a coincidence.
It's a line of inquiry.
Lonnie Forbes did not pay someone to tip off CID about her husband.
You don't know that.
It doesn't make any damn sense, Neil. Vincent is the one that we should focus on. I don't trust him. And he lied about Damien working at the club. Does she really strike you as the sort of person that could mastermind some sort of grand scheme to put her husband behind bars?
Maybe she has someone helping her.
Another man? Not without Jason finding out, no way.
I agree with Zain. We'll keep her under surveillance, but for the time being, we'll shift the focus back to Vincent.
Detective, you promised me you was going to ring first. I haven't got anything in.
Told you he was hilarious, didn't I? So, Mr. Reed, you had a visit from Lonnie Forbes today. We'd like to see the CCTV of that exchange, please.
That machine don't work.
Right. Well, this gives us the right to search your premises. So this is the bit where you take us out the back, you show us the tapes that we want to see, or we do you for obstruction.
Hang on a second, let's just rewind this tape, yeah? Go back, go back. Here she is entering the shop. Going up to the counter. Oh, whoa, what happened there? Rewind again.
That machine's been playing up since I got it. I reckon I had one like that on the Ark.
Don't try it on, you paused it. You knew what she was coming in for, and you didn't want it recorded.
Ooh, sounds like a lot of supposition to me, Detective.
Right. Open this safe.
All kosher. We finished now?
You're coming in.
For what? Because the machine's on the blink?
No, because you're a lying little toe rat.
Wait,
Whoa,
wait,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
what's under here? What's this? Huh? Oh. More customers coming in. You need to give us the names on the passports that you gave to Lonnie Forbes, all right? So that her and her husband can't leave the country on them. Yes?
It's your last chance to get out in 5 years as opposed to 10.
Don't know the names, I'll just hand them over.
Are you back?
That's right. Oh, look at this.
Which one am I looking at? When was this taken?
October 2005.
I don't know what to say, James. I think he was fired pretty soon afterwards. Next month, it all kicked off. I was working around the clock and I had to get out of here. I really don't remember much more.
You're the bar manager. Staff are your responsibility.
Yeah, but it was a pretty high turnover. Jason would like to look at someone in another bar, offer him a job, and then fire him the next night for having the wrong attitude. I told you, you can't keep up with everything in a place like this. Why are you looking for this kid anyway?
We're not anymore. He was murdered this morning. We think it was Jason trying to get the other name.
I'm sorry about that.
If you paid Damien to turn Jason in, you tell us now. Then we can get you in protected custody while we track him down.
I don't need protection from Jason.
He'll come after you, so if there's anything you know...
I've already told you I don't. I've got work to do, okay? You can see yourselves out.
Go. How'd you get on with Hammond?
Well, if he knows anything, he's not letting on.
I think we do an FIU check on him and Lonnie Forbes.
I think we also...
I don't need to remind you, Zain, that so far your instincts on Hammond have given us nothing. So from now on, everyone goes under the microscope.
All right, let's just get on with it, shall we?
No, I need a bathroom break.
I'll get that.
All right, then he's back in the incident room.
2 minutes. Clear? I'll stay over there.
Go. Our pawnbroker's dealing in forged passports, and we're pretty sure that Lonnie's already collected.
Well, that ties in with Zain's theory that she's still loyal to him. If she's collecting passports for both of them to escape.
Well, we're only guessing that there are 2 passports because Oz Reed's keeping his mouth shut.
Although I don't know how she thinks she can get the passports to Forbes, so that's watching her all the time.
Well, then maybe someone else is collecting it for him.
Right, arrest her on suspicion of receiving stolen documents. And that should close down the possibility of her getting a passport to Forbes.
Okay, we'll bring her in.
I'm waiting outside. There's nothing I can say, is there?
That's prison.
How do you think?
Well, I reckon it's got to be better than being dead.
Look, I've come here to help. I don't want to fight.
I want to fight you, Beaver.
We're going to bring Lonnie in. Looks like she picked up a couple of forged passports. What the hell happened to you?
I had it coming.
Who was it?
Well, maybe Lonnie is trying to help Forbes escape. But either way, it proves that she's not a target. But forget about this, Gov. It's nothing.
I'm not your gov anymore, all right?
Are you on your own?
What do you want?
Let us in, Lonnie.
Why'd you have to keep bothering me? I told you I haven't seen him.
Listen, we believe that you're in possession of forged passports. You need to hand those over and come along with us, all right?
What the hell do I want one of those for? I've got my own passport.
Look, we've got a search warrant, and we'll turn this nice little place upside down, all right?
I'm phoning my lawyer. It's Lonnie. The coppers are here. They've got a search warrant. Hurry up.
Come on, Lonnie. Hand them over and then maybe we can talk about how Jason misled you.
This has got nothing to do with him. I don't reckon you've even got any proof.
Well, we got CCTV from a pawn shop run by Oz Reed.
Coupled with the fact that your husband's an escaped convict.
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Listen, Lonnie, you gave a name to DCI Meadows this morning. Damien Powell.
Yeah? So what?
Well, Damien Powell's dead. Now, we believe your husband got to him before we could and beat him to death.
Gonna help us out, Lonnie?
Right. Where are these passports then?
They're in the bottom drawer. It's a bit difficult to get out.
Hey! Come here!
Bloody cow. Damn it, no signal.
She played us.
Gov, an FIU check on Vincent Hammond shows that he was still being paid his salary while he was on the run, and it doubled when he came out of hiding and went back to work. It looks like he was stealing from Forbes' assets while he had the chance.
But he was forced to go on the run the moment Jason went into custody.
What the hell happened to your face?
I fell over in the bathrooms.
Don't give me that. Who did this to you?
We've been through all this, sir. He said he fell.
Under whose supervision?
Superintendent, with respect, we don't have time for this. Look, Vincent didn't have access to Forbes' accounts. How could he have ripped him off?
He was getting paid somehow.
But not even Lonnie has that kind of access. The only person that does is Jenna Bryce. Jason let Vincent off the hook like that. I mean, he didn't even ask him for a name. So what if Damien told Leary that he was paid off by a woman?
Run that by me again.
Damien bragged to Leary that he was the guy that made the phone call that put Forbes in prison, right? So maybe Damien told Leary that it was a woman that paid him off. That would put Vincent in the clear immediately. What if that woman was Jenna Bryce?
So Vincent was getting double money on her say-so. Why would she do that?
Blackmail? If Jenna witnessed the murder.
And she paid Damien to make the call. And Vincent saw everything, and he demanded money from Jenna, in return for keeping his mouth shut.
That would certainly explain why Damien's dead. Forbes wouldn't have reacted well. I mean, he entrusted his whole life to this woman, his accounts, his will. She betrayed him.
So he only killed the messenger.
We need to find Jenna Bryce now. By the way, if Zain falls over again today, I'm going to have someone's job.
Get your jacket. We're outside Jenny's flat. Let's go.
Apartment clear.
Louise Boone. Eva Burgess. Clock the photo.
It's Lonnie and Jenna. So the forged passports were for them. They're running away together.
So you didn't see that one coming then? I bet Jason didn't either.
So Forbes must be after them both.
Joe and Stuart are bringing in Lonnie now.
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 5-5. The apartment has been turned over. I want a CSE here, then I want other units to help locate Jenna Bryce.
Gone straight to answer phone, Gov.
Right, get over to Jason Forbes' house now.
This is the police! Open the door! Right, you four, with me.
Gov, it's Stuart, we're down here.
Hang on. What the hell happened? There's been 2 more ANPR sightings of Lonnie Forbes' car, sir. Last seen heading north from Jenna's place.
And Joe and Stuart were pretty sure that Lonnie had the passports with her.
They've had her under surveillance since she picked them up.
Well, if the passports were found at Jenna Bryce's apartment, then Lonnie had to have been there. Looks like Forbes kidnapped them both.
Well, uniform is searching the perimeter of Jenna's flat. The last known location of a car, but other than that, we don't know where to go.
What about Vincent Hammond?
He's on his way in now. I'm going to throw blackmail charges at him. I'm going to have Zain in the obs room, see if there's any lies on this. We have the financial records to prove it. Why else would you be paid your salary while you were in hiding for over a year?
No comment.
Forbes killed Todd Stringer for skimming. We also believe that he killed Damien Powell for turning him in. He's now holding Lonnie and Jenna hostage. This is his precious wife, and the woman he entrusted to run his business for him. So what do you think he's going to do to these 2 women who set him up?
I told her to run.
When?
Today. Jenna was at the club. I told her to get out while she still could.
But you were blackmailing her.
I never liked her, but I don't want to see her dead, do I? She thought she owned the place. She could have been Jason's bit on the side if she'd have let him. He never knew she played for the other team. She just said she had too much respect for Lonnie to do the dirty.
So Jenna's gay? Her and Lonnie were
true love, apparently.
Have you got any idea what Jason's plans could be? Where he could be heading?
All I know is he's got a lock-up. It's on Shipley Street, but I don't know the number.
Interview terminated 6:23.
I thought they'd have got out by now. I told her to run.
Sir, Vincent has told us that Forbes has a lock-up on Shipley Street. Now, he checks out with the ANPR readings. I think we should get over there.
OK.
I'll be taking Zain.
Right, do it.
We'll catch you up, Neil.
Sir, with respect, I'm not having Zain commandeering my men.
Listen, everything you do, it comes through me. This is not your private office.
There were 2 ANPR readings. He's heading north at 40 miles an hour.
We're going to check out the lock-up that Vincent mentioned.
I know where Jason Forbes is going. It's not Shipley Street.
Yeah, well, you've already got a few things wrong today.
I got it wrong because I saw Lonnie and Jenna the way that Jason did. Completely loyal. But now I know the truth. I know what he's going to do. He's headed for the club.
No way. We've been in and out there all day. It's too risky for him.
It's his place. He knows the layouts. He's buying time. He wants an explanation. Otherwise, he would have killed them both at Jenna's apartment.
Well, that's why the lock-up's the best bet. He'll have another car stashed there so he can get out from under our radar.
All he's interested in is punishing Lonnie and Jenna.
Well, I suppose it's worth a shot. But I can't afford to divert the other officers. So it'll just be you and me. All right, let's go.
I'm doing everything I can for you, Jack.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
You never asked me what it's like in prison.
You really expect me to ask after your welfare? You betrayed me, you betrayed the people you work for. You want to talk about Honey Harmon? Now, if we get Forbes back, and those two women are still alive, as far as I'm concerned, he's still a cunt with blood on his hands. It's not his car. Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 5-5. Urgent assistance required, Bodley Street, Forbes Club. Over. No, we wait for CO19. I don't need you playing the hero.
If we wait for CO19, you're going to have 3 dead bodies up there.
You are not a copper. This is not your job.
Yes, it is. Today it is.
You stay with me.
Come on.
Why don't you talk to me, babe? 15 years of my life I wasted on you, you barren little witch.
I'll have to shut you up, aren't I?
I've untied you. Get out of this building as fast as you can. You just run, right?
Hello, Zain. What brings you here?
Put the gun down, Jace.
Your old boss, eh? What are you doing hanging around with him?
I'm just trying to stop you getting yourself killed.
Well, this ain't exactly what I planned. Go on then, Zain. Goodbye. Unless you want to stick around and watch, eh? Eh? Shall I tell you what these two done? Shall I? This one. She sees me taking care of Stringer in the club, doesn't she? And she tells this one that they can put me inside, steal all my money, and then run away together. You know what I mean? Together. What, do you not buy enough junk to put in that house?
Come on, Jace.
What?
He's not going to do anything, is he?
All right, officer. Seeing as it's you. Go on then, Zain. What are you waiting for? Hey? Ain't this what you wanted all the time you was inside? What are you going to do, go back and do the rest of your stretch?
Zain!
Oh, you don't think this lot will probably have you back, do you? They think you're scum, mate. Good boy. Now you can watch. But don't worry, love. It's your turn next. Run! I'll get bored with this. Forbes!
You'll never see them again. You can be sure of that.
Good.
Once a pig, always a pig.
You all right?
Yeah, okay. Listen, thanks for
You too. I have to get you a transfer from his end. Someone a bit quieter.
Listen, Jack, if you've got half an hour, there's something that I need to do.
Okay.
Thanks, Gov.
Next time on The Bill.
DS Carter, when you get a minute. New DS from CO19.
Soldier, get away! Put your hands up in the air! Okay, then, put your hands up in the air!